the people who will get you to question yourself are people who aren't where you want to be in life. It's probably a little bit of an Irish thing here, where like everyone wants you to do well. They just don't want you to do better than them.
Do you want to introduce yourself briefly?
Yeah, my name is Stephen Nutley. I run a web development company called Snazzy Digital, and I suppose I'm an entrepreneur in the online space.
Where did you grow up?
I'm from Tala originally. I've lived there all my life, and I'm hoping to buy in the general double 24 Zagreb area at the moment.
What were you as a kid? Like, were you quiet?
Yeah.
Did you bully people?
No. As a child, I would have been fairly quiet enough, but I would have been very social around the friends that I did have. I wouldn't have been the most sporty or anything like that. I did have an intrigue into, I suppose, creativity or how things work or being artistic with things. That was kind of really me as a child. I was really into drawing and into Lego, and from about 8-9 years onwards into computers.
Got you. And do you think like school suits you or anything like that?
It did to a degree. Like tests didn't suit me. School was fine. I done fairly all right in school. Nothing incredible or remarkable. Towards the end, Leaving Cert was the year when the students went on strike and the teachers went on strike, and I just really lost interest in the school system at that stage.
Yeah, me too. Like I wasn't in school at all. Into school, like just dropped out. Like I was like 16. Anyone of your family members were into business, anything like that? Yeah,
my dad was a director and owner of a advertising agency. He also had a print and design company as well that he was part of too. They were in the Pearshire area town, Total Print and Design. He's retired now, and they've since ceased trading. That was a big influence in the start of my life. I would have gotten to work with my dad if I was off school for any reason. 5, 6, 7 years of age, seeing what he was doing. He was a commercial artist, so he would have been drawn, and that kind of really inspired the creativity, the drawing, and then into the computer side of things with me with design.
Got you. And so when did you realize you were like different? Like you felt like, oh, I don't want to work for anybody. I just want to work for myself.
I think it probably started when I was about 12. When I was 12, I was working some part-time at Dad's print company, and a lot of the other kids were all into computer games, and I kind of realized that I was more into making something. I wanted to express myself creatively. And I suppose the internet was kicking off back then, dial-up internet. Yes, well, connecting online to download a page, you could see the code and you could actually do something with that. I worked in Dad's business until I was about 2021, and he left, he sold up and moved out when I was 2021. He said he had the best years ever that year, and I decided, yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm going out on my own.
Got you. And what was the hardest point to start basically?
It probably wasn't. I probably done it at the best time ever. Like I was young enough at 2021 that I was still living at home. I had no overheads as such. I'd no loans out. I'd no kind of rent on an apartment or a house or anything like that. I didn't drive at the time. So the risk of it not working out was always, I can just get a job somewhere else. So there wasn't really a risk there. I'd already been doing enough little nixers from my DJing that I'd been doing since 17, 18 for different pubs and clubs, posters, design work like that. That the nixers had kind of gotten in the way, or the day job had gotten in the way of my nixers, and it was really a case of, you know what, I need to get rid of the day job to be able to do the nixers.
Gotcha.
And that turned into a full-time career.
For the gig. And tell me, did anyone believe in you at the start?
Yeah,
People were like, don't do it, fuck that shit.
Yeah, my dad was always very supportive. It worked for him. I remember at the same time though, there was always kind of caution from my mother, and not that it wouldn't work, but just kind of if it didn't work. And I think kind of you need to always look at all options. That if it doesn't work, that's okay, and if it does work, that is okay, because there's always alternatives, and it's never going to work all the time. There have been projects I've been involved in that haven't worked, but there's been thankfully enough of them that have, and that's all that really matters.
Did you come across any mistakes early, and what was the hardest mistake you ever had?
Biggest mistake from the early years was not taking deposits off people.
Deposits?
Yeah, charging too little for the work that I do. there were so many times where people get excited about working on a project. I'd register domains.
Stood you up.
We'd set up websites, and then they'd suddenly have gone a different direction where when I'm a couple of €100 deep. Again, with deposits as well, I was doing printing for a series of pubs. I got stung for about €6,500 when I was about 23, 24. That was significant for the income that I was making at the time.
How much?
About 6,500
a month.
No, 6,500 in total. I got stung for that. I wasn't paid for.
Got you. Yes. Somebody's like, I'm not paying you.
He had 3 or 4 pubs and they folded, and I had to pay all the people who supplied me. And there was probably about €1,500 to €2,000 profit on the printing and design that I had done then. That was a real kind of wake up call for me to not take on the risk of other people's printing and to move more towards the digital space of websites and e-commerce. And
got you. And when did you think like, oh, I think I have something here? This type of moment, like, oh shit, I think I'm onto something.
You know, it's a weird one, because I think we all have inside us this imposter syndrome that even though we're doing great work, quality work, we still question that, are we just winging it? And even kind of like, I'm 41 now, I'm kind of established in the industry.
41?
41, yeah. A lot of people, and thank you very much. A lot of kind of the younger guys out there would kind of like, wouldn't know of me or have seen the work that I've done. I still question myself, am I just kind of a bit of a chancer? And, you know, like, but the truth is, like, the quality of the projects that we've worked on, the success they've had, the reliability, the uptime, the stability, the success my clients have had is kind of what really makes me kind of realize, yeah, that's it. I think for me, it was around 2016, late 2016, early 2017, when my daughter was born, that made me realize that, you know, I need to scale up here. I need to kind of have more than living kind of week to week, month to month basis.
Gotcha.
And I need to have more, you know, just to have the stability there. You know?
Stability, just provide for the future for everybody.
Exactly, you know.
And tell me, how do you handle pressure now compared to back then?
Oh, that's a really good one. So years ago, if something bothered me, it could bother me for a day, a week, a month. And I used to be really like, you know, if you said something to me and I took offense to it, I'd be really
fixate on that.
Yeah, but I'd be really like, you've pissed me off. You've pissed me off. And now I've kind of come to the conclusion that, no, I let myself get pissed off over something you've said because I chose to get pissed off. Yeah. I think a lot of this is how we decide to deal with things, that it's either a problem if we let it be a problem, or we figure out a way of, it is what it is, and what can we do to move forward from that. And I think that's a huge area, people's kind of mindset and perspective on different problems and things in life that they need to look at.
You ever felt like you carry too much?
I carry too much as in?
Like work, everything you need to provide, so much to take care of, a lot of people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did do. Like, I suppose kind of around the time of COVID or so, I'd really pushed myself too hard. I had a marriage that was falling apart. I owed a lot of money to revenue at the time. I was working all the hours I could work. It just wasn't working out for me.
Yeah, try to make ends meet.
You know, and I really think that sometimes we look at things and think, like, we want to double our money, but you have to work twice the hours, rather than what we have to do is figure out how we can work smarter and provide more value to people and cut out the crap that doesn't make money. And when you're that deep in the work, you can't see it at the time.
Has success ever made you lose yourself a little bit? Like it's like you made like X amount of money and like, fuck it, hell, like what am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. Have you ever had that moment? It's like,
no, not really, but I will say that I've enjoyed some incredible moments over the last kind of 2-3 years. In multiple places abroad on holidays, on different business trips. I've been very lucky to be taking part in a charity supercar event.
Yeah, I've seen you doing that. Yeah,
Bumblebee, and like, you know, we've been around some amazing people, some amazing wealth, access to, you know, the Taoiseach, the other TDs, other kind of other who is who in the country, all for a great cause, which is just been mind blowing. And it's one of those events that are one of those moments every June where you're kind of like, oh, if I had like a billion in the bank, I wouldn't do anything different this weekend than that weekend I've spent. And I'm not saying kind of like everyone on that, like, you know, it's multi-millionaires or anything like that. There's some lads who've come down with, you know, 20, 25-year-old 10 grand Mercedes done up in the library, have bought their tickets for the event and involved with the fundraising for the Little Blue Heroes Garda charity. Like there's such a mixture in that, and such a great kind of community there. And that's one of the moments that really kind of hits me, and that this is a wow moment. In terms of kind of money wise, I suppose the first one that happened to me was I had a friend of a friend in Galway who had a client who needed some help with a problem he was having, and the problem he was offering to pay €500 now, right here, right now, through PayPal, if someone could fix the issue. I said, yeah, I actually know exactly what's wrong with that. And I had the issue fixed in less than 10 minutes. And that was kind of one of the first moments where I kind of felt like, wow, for the value that I was able to bring him. I kind of felt guilty in, sending over the €500 PayPal link, but that problem was worth €500 to him at the time. It was costing his business a lot of money, and he was prepared to pay that there. So I said to him, let's call this the full hour. Give me 2 or 3 other things and I'll sort them out while we're here. And that client developed into a great relationship and into other projects leading forward. So I suppose that was one of the real signs of seeing the value in myself and the value of what you can earn in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Like if you don't see value in yourself, then, it's very hard for you to price yourself even.
It is, and I'm sure a lot of people out
there feel like you just need to constantly, maybe I need to be cheaper or something, whatever.
It is, and I don't know, I 10 years ago or so or more, I would have lost projects by thinking I need to be cheaper to win them, and the client wouldn't have the confidence that I could deliver for that price. And I then have in my head then, I need to go cheaper again. Like I'm sure you probably see it in kind of the fitness industry.
Same thing, yeah.
Like new guys come along and I'll go cheaper than you, then I'll get clients, then I'll bring my price.
Because yourself, first thing as clients look at is always the price, right? That's the main objection usually at the end anyway. Especially when you're selling like online and stuff like that. Again, you're trying to help people, but at the end of the day, you need to make money, right? Same as you. But yeah, the first thing I notice is just money also, money all the time.
It is, but again, like if you're selling like a service space, what you do, that instead of selling it as the cost, and you sell the result,
that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, well, it can be, let's say €200 versus let's say 800, right? But this is the result you're gonna get, and this is the service you're getting versus this.
Yeah, that's exactly my kind of behind it now.
Sure, you can go there if you want to.
There's the price to do it and the price to do it right.
Yeah. How do you switch out and reset? What is the routine for you? You switch out, reset. You need to chill out.
I suppose when my little girl is with me, I'm very much aware of the phone. I want this to be as present as possible. So the big thing will be to not have the phone near me, that I can actually
just put it away.
Yeah, and to try actually do something with her. Like I'm very much aware even before that, like, it's very easy to just kind of go, here, yeah, go on Roblox. Of course you can go on it. Like I don't want that. I want to kind of go, well, what did we do this week? We went here, we went there, we went for a meal here, and to have kind of certain things that we have done, and that gives me an awful lot more than just, sat at home, watch television.
Gotcha. Yeah. And you are more driven by fear or purpose?
I think purpose. I think really at the moment there's a huge level of potential regret if I don't do what I know I can do.
Potential regret.
Yeah.
You'd be like, fuck, I didn't do that when I was in my 40s.
Yeah, I don't want to get to 60 or 70 and go, I didn't. I mean, it's not kind of necessarily even financial achievements stuff.
Just mentally, right?
Yeah, there's a level of, I suppose.
Even first time you're doing this podcast right here.
It is, yeah. And again,
you're doing pretty well, bro. I'm more stressed than you are, fuck's sake.
Again, out of my comfort zone and kind of doing something new and reach more people. The big thing for me with business is it's not even just, money's great, but it's the helping businesses through the use of technology.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm looking at some companies who deal with here or there, and how half-arsed things are put together, or how insecure, or how not, I kind of go, we could just automate that, or we could get that to talk to that, and we could just help, and that would make things so much easier for your staff. And that's kind of where I really kind of want to, in general, like, help people like that. And there's a huge satisfaction I get from that, from delivering the result, from delivering what works to people, and that's the reward for me. Like,
got you. What does success mean to you right now? I'm sure it was way different back then versus now.
Now, yeah, I'm very much aware. So I have a lot of friends who do really well, and friends there who do mega well. And one of the things that I notice is that there's people who have, 10, 20 million, but they're not happy.
Yeah, so true. Actually,
they've missed their kids growing up. They've missed different events. Like I used to do a lot of DJing work, and I know when I DJ'd, 15 years ago, there were so many social events and occasions that I missed because I was working. And it's one thing now that I'm really aware of, that I want to be present. Like I want to, like, we're all heading here for a weekend away.
I don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss my child's birthday or whatever.
It's like when we get to so many years' time, we're going to look back on all the things that we have done and have achieved. Like, there's no point in
You're not going to remember the money.
No, exactly.
That's the thing about it.
Don't get me wrong. The money will give us options.
Yeah, it gives you comfort. Obviously.
Yeah, but like there's no point in working 100 hours a week and having X amount in the bank when we can figure out ways to work smarter and have the same amount of money.
Yeah, it's so true, man. So true. You ever stop and think, what's all this really for? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, especially since having my daughter. Before kind of I was with her mother or anything like that, I would have lived week to week. I wouldn't have looked long term at anything. I wouldn't have thought long term of everything. Everything really is so that she has an understanding and has, I suppose, that, like, you see kind of, say, property prices or kind of the turmoil in the world at the moment, or kind of how everything is, that I just really want her to have the best possible start. Not necessarily just, not money wise. It's, I suppose, experience wise as well. I've brought her to different business events with me.
Yeah, and she can see that she's exposed to this mentality,
it's everything. It's so normal for her.
Yeah, to be around these people and stuff.
Well, at a parent-teacher meeting, I was told that she has a vivid imagination, and I was asked. So I was kind of asked, I was like, oh yeah, what type of things? And they told me one or two things, and I was like, oh, that actually happened. She's on a cruise ship and I had an ice skate rink on the ship and this, and I was like, yeah, that happened. Or she was around Mondello in a Lamborghini, and I was like, yeah, that's happened. It's.
I haven't been around Lamborghini myself. Damn. Do you feel proud of who you have become?
Yes. An awful lot more so than I would have been previously. I know it's in the small things that
Sorry, you know what? I need to cut you for a second. No, that's all good.
No,
we're not cutting this anyway. What I'm trying to say is, because something there in on my lip, and I'm biting my lip like this, and I'm asking you questions. People might be thinking like, "Oh, what is this guy? Why is he looking like him like that?" So I was like biting my lip. Okay, anyway. So sorry. There you go. So so do you feel like proud of who you have become?
Definitely. It wasn't that I was bad before, just that I'm very much aware of trying to help other people more so now. One of the first people who actually worked for me was a girl from Ukraine, and when the incident and the war broke out over there,
that's crazy.
We were still in touch, and she basically, her lecturer had said to her if she knows anyone anywhere in Europe to try get to them because of what was going to kick off. So she reached out to me. I helped her get from to over to she got herself over from Poland to Dublin. She stayed with me for a bit. I was able to help her in getting her PPS numbers and all the legals that were required for it. I'd say within 15 minutes of that, she was offered a job in one of the places that I brought her to in town. And she's working in the web design UX industry now. Has her own place over actually close to here as well.
That's really a good thing to be proud of, actually.
Yeah, it's little small things like that where you kind of go, well, what can I do? Like I'm a member of the gym up in City West, where the iPass Centre is, and there's a huge amount of Ukrainian women and children and elder people who are
That's
there.
where they say, as I saw that online, actually.
Yeah, there's a huge amount.
See a lot of stuff online, by the way. It's crazy right now. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about this. But one of my videos went viral already on this.
There is, but there's a huge amount of genuine people there as well.
Look, this is the Dublin guy here. And like, you see that video? Fucking hell.
And I've seen a few of them, but I've tried to tune them out.
So what does peace look like for you right now? Deep question. You in peace with yourself? I don't
know if we ever are fully in peace with ourselves. I think it's always going to be a journey. It's like a goal. is that even when we've achieved our goal, we're moving on to whatever the next one is. I think the whole thing is the journey. It's like there's no point in getting to the destination without enjoying the trip there. I think the big thing I've come across in a few books has been the whole kind of winner's fallacy, where somebody who wins the gold medal in the Olympics, and it's such a great feeling, but it's such an anticlimax the next day. It's because, like, what do you do next? So I think it's very important that it shouldn't be just a destination. It should be I don't want to wait to retirement to have an incredibly nice life. I want to live my life now.
Yeah.
While I'm working, while I'm young to enjoy, while I can experience things and
creating memories and stuff.
Yeah. Like,
what would you tell younger yourself if you could?
The younger me, number one, stop drinking. The first thing.
Focus on fitness more than parties and stuff.
But I think all that key area around that is the inner belief in yourself. The people who are above you want to help you. Like mentors who have worked, like they all want to help you. The people who will get you to question yourself are people who aren't where you want to be in life. It's probably a little bit of an Irish thing here, where like everyone wants you to do well. They just don't want you to do better than them.
Yeah, they want to keep you on the day level a little bit. They will like you then.
Stay in your box.
Yeah. If you're a little bit here, it's like,
and when you start pushing yourself beyond that box, they're like, see what he's up to, or just see.
Yeah, I think he's into drugs now. Yeah. Did you see Steven? He's around all these people and shit. I'm sure he's selling some coke.
I'm from Tala. Like, I've had fancy cars from the age of 22, 23. Regularly stopped by the guards. Like,
I'm sure you were.
I knew them all by name, and they knew me. And 100% legal, legitimate business. Like, but again, that's again another paradigm thing where the belief around your surrounding. Like, if you came from Foxrock or Knockline or something like that, your mindset and mentality might be different to that than if you were from Tala, Blanchardstown, Finglas, or somewhere else. Like.
Yeah.
So it's a huge area to think about that. Have more belief in yourself, and don't be afraid to ask help from others. Look for a mentor as well to help you with your business or where you want to be in life.
So you're saying to people right now, it's good to invest in themselves and knowledge, right?
The best investment.
The best thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have a mentor myself, coach. Shout out to James.
Yeah. Cheers, James. I'd really look at putting between 5%, 10% of your income aside for self-development.
100%. 100%. What do you think people get wrong about you? It's okay.
I don't know. I don't know what people get wrong about me.
When I first time met you, right, was it actually today? I thought you were an asshole.
A lot of people think that.
Actually, you know what? Because I'm just getting to know you right now while we talking and stuff. You're such a nice guy.
But you know the thing is, though,
he's such a nice guy.
I think a lot of us.
I think he's such a good father. I think your daughter has the best life ever being around.
Thank you very much. I think though, like, we all want to be liked. But I think it's okay that if some people don't like it, that's
fine.
Right.
I don't really give a fuck if somebody don't like me. It's not a business, right?
You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. You could be somebody.
That's what 50 Cent actually said. Like, I don't give a fuck what people think across the street about me. Yeah. I don't really care.
And I'll be honest with you, some of the different people who I've kind of worked with in terms of mentorship, like, at first, I've not particularly gelled or liked them, but at the same time, it's like, well, yeah, you're not there to make friends with them. You're and then you get to kind of know, and it's like things kind of grow from that and in your learnings,
Yeah. And if tomorrow everything stopped, no business, no followers, who are you then, you think?
I think from all the learnings that have happened, that if you hand everything back and start from nothing, there's no problem. It's how you see yourself. You've probably come across the book, the Psycho-Cybernetics.
Be real with you, I got into books this year. I read one book in my life, now I started the second one, I'm about to finish. That's all. So give me some time.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm going to get there.
the big kind of in the book that I've come across, and with the mentors I've worked with, like, it's how you see yourself. So, like, the goal of what you want to achieve, whether it's a fast car, fancy house, lots of money, it's not that material thing. It's the person that you become.
Kind of creating that character for yourself.
Yeah, so like people always say like, the first million is the hardest. So like, yeah, when you've done that and you lost, you see how many people
It's really hard because I never got it.
But when we see so many people who have got it and have lost it all, but they make it back again a second time.
Because I have the mindset for it right now.
They've grown into that person who can do it, and they see themselves as that person that can do it.
Yeah. And what moment changed you the most as a person?
No doubt about it. When I found out I was going to become a father, was the big thing for me. It was, you have to go up. We have to kind of get some money put aside, have kind of a longer term plan, have more stability. That was the big thing for me, 100%.
Got you. You ever feel like you're still chasing something you can't name?
Oh, I think
is there anything else out there you think it's out there, but you don't know what it is?
I think we always are, because we're never going to stop.
Yeah.
Like, even if we achieve what we want to achieve, like even if it's physical down to the weight we want to be, or size of your biceps, or kind of bank balance, that like I think this is where we see a lot of kind of business people that, will stop when I hit X million or whatever, and they don't. They keep going because it's just part of who they are. It's just kind of the cycle, So like we see there's a lot kind of, even when people have say got plastic surgery or something like that, where you kind of go, oh, they should have stopped when they were at X stage rather than kind of where they are now. Like it's not needed. It just, I don't say that we're never happy, but I think we're always striving for perfection, and that we get the low hanging fruit first, and that when we've got that, then it's like, well, what can be improved again from that again?
Got you. What's one thing you wish people knew more about you?
How I can help their business in terms of web apps, in terms of e-commerce, in terms of their websites. I think a lot of people are afraid to contact me because they think that I'm very expensive, and that, if there's a budget there, we can figure a way of making it work. But the other way to look at it is that it's not even just the budget, it's that what we can save you in terms of time, staff, etc., like that as well. We do a lot of customizations in terms of apps or web apps or online stuff to help business what they do.
If there's someone like coming to you, say online coach, like me, and let's say I wanted to like use your services, what would you advise me to get first?
I try to sit down and figure out how we can productize what you do, because there's no point in you just working one-to-one with people. You need to figure a way that we can a one-to-many relationship, because otherwise we're just selling your time for hours, and we need to figure out a way that we can sell yourself multiple times at once. We need to figure out how we can productize that so that you can wake up in the morning and have a couple of Stripe notifications that say you've got payment received overnight, which is the best feeling in the world. Waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning and have a glance at your phone and you see that X amount has landed in your bank account. It's a fantastic feeling. That's what I would do to someone who, if you were kind of starting off. I know the apps that you have and the sets you have at the moment, so and the people who you're working with are fantastic in that space. So I don't know you personally what I could offer more than them, but if you were starting,
it would be more like a consultation with you, basically. If I wanted to come to you, like we need to sit down, like map it out what I need, and you tell me what's the best way to do first.
Yeah, so like at the moment, I'm helping a company who has say a DJ agency, we'll just say, and they have kind of bookings all over the place. They have venues all over the place, and they are writing everything down in Excel sheets. And I can build them a piece of software that will have a full calendar list of everything, all their venues. It'll generate the invoices automatically, who gets paid what venues are what, and have everything fully automated, which will save, probably an accountant's wage of an accountant.
No wonder, do you use AI yourself?
I do, yeah. I can code. I can work with PHP, MySQL, jQuery. I learned the hard way, or the old school way before this. I can build the basics.
So now it's much easier even for you, right? Yeah, because all this stuff is coming out.
You can jump in. AI isn't something that should be feared. I think there's a lot of fear among.
You don't embrace it.
Yeah, 100%. And there's an awful lot of AI apps out there that would say they can do this video or they can do this, and I've signed up for them and I've used them, and they've been some okay results and some really piss poor results as well at the same time. And I'm not saying it won't get better, but they can be used to enhance what you do.
If you could start again tomorrow, would you do the same way, or would you do any better?
Harder, stronger, faster, everything again. I suppose times have changed. In the beginning, I was print design into website design into e-commerce, and now I'm into kind of more software. I would go full on into the software side of things, mainly because it helps me deliver value to more people than a one-to-one relationship or one-to-one with a business. I can serve more people. 100%.
Where people can find you?
And the best bet is to find me online on Instagram, nutley.ie, nutley.ie.
So that's your website, is it?
It's my own website, but it's also my Instagram handle as well.
And Instagram is the same?
Same, yeah.
Got you. And do you want to say the last words to viewers and stuff, promote yourself?
Yeah, if you want to get in touch around your business, I am www.snazzy.ie. If you need any help with your website, e-commerce, web apps, get in touch with me and see how I can help. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.